Is everybody having a good time? So, as Dusty read off my accolades, I think she was a little too generous, so I will see if I can keep up with this big stage and opportunity. And so, I'm originally from Houston, Texas. I have lived everywhere. And so one of the reasons that I think I've been able to be so successful is I've had the opportunity to always be uncomfortable and in positions that make me have to rise to the occasion. So I've lived in Atlanta, I've lived in Nashville, I now live in Austin, and every single time that I would move, I would be in a situation where I knew absolutely nobody, which is hard. What makes it even harder sometimes for the people that are around us. So how many people in here have ever had someone say something that hurt your feelings? That definitely was me. So although people think I have it together, I grew up being overly bullied. I was a gymnast. I've been a gymnast pretty much my whole life. I wish I could still flip, but I have a bad back, so probably should not do that anymore. But what that meant is it caused me to have to be overly developed at a young age. And kids are mean. So I would be called a bodybuilder. I would say that I looked like a boy, and those things were really hard on me. Anyone who knows me knows that my grandfather is an amazing man in my life and had a lot to do with raising me. He had a second grade education, but he was a truck driver, raised 8 amazing sons and daughters, and one of those is my mom. And so what he always told me is that God put a light in you, you're here for a reason, and most of the people that you're interacting with, why do you really care what they think about you, what they have to say about you? And it's important for you to always be comfortable with the shoes that you're given because they're yours. Yours are not like anybody else in this room. And it's better to be your authentic self than a cheap imitation of somebody else. And so I worked really hard for myself to be comfortable. I went and got counseling, worked on my mental health, but also tried to figure out what my niche was. And when I thought about what my niche was, it was hard because although I did gymnastics and I was good at it, I was never the best at it, right? Although I did modeling, I'm not super tall, so of course I'm not the best at it. I always had really good grades in school, but I was not valedictorian, so I wasn't the best at it. But what gave me fulfillment and what made me feel comfortable in life is having the opportunity to give and help somebody else. I've always been in service. I give so much that even my husband to this day knows that my schedule from a week to week is going to change, and he's probably going to have to deal with me not being around on days like this. But it's because of the light that I think that God placed in me to serve and always want to help somebody else. And that really stood to my granddad. He would tell me that that is the best gift that you could give of someone, is your time, your talents, and your service. He would say when you stand before God at the end of your life, you want to say that I used any and everything that you gave me to make a difference.
Same thing.
And so I'm not going to have you all do this in front of each other, but what I would give is a homework lesson for you guys, which is to ask you to think about your 5 best memories, the times in your life where you were the happiest. And then I want you to think about what made those moments special. Was it the people that you were with? Was it meeting a goal that you never thought you were going to ever be able to reach? Was it because you were able to figure out you can do something new? Or is there something within that memory that you think you can hone in on and make it something that you can be great at, and that's going to give you fulfillment on a day-to-day basis? Now, one of the things that I love about this event that you all have today is it's about being a princess. And because of Disney, we have, in my opinion, a lot of unrealistic expectations about what a princess is. You think that it is someone who is born from royalty and lives in this amazing castle, possibly. They all have their pinch charming, even though Disney is doing a good job of starting to show that you don't need a man to be successful. And they always show these beautiful women who seem to have it all. I think they have it all because they're end up in every single one of those movies being confident and comfortable in who they are. And so it's my hope, and I'm sure that it is Bestie and this amazing organization's hope, that what you walk away from feeling today is that you feel beautiful today, fully comfortable and confident today. And you use that personality and that feeling to fuel you, even in the hard times. I think that a princess is someone who gives and helps others. I think that a princess is someone who knows where she's going and knows where she's been as she knows where she's going. And she might not know where she's been, but she's going to keep moving forward and figure it out anyway. And I think that a princess, more importantly, gives herself grace. As you go through life, there will be times where you don't reach your goal. There will be times where you're frustrated and it feels like the sky is falling and everything is going wrong. There are going to be times where your heart breaks. But in those times, I think a true princess understands that she's going to pick her crown up, keep it from being crooked, and continue to push forward. And so I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. If y'all ever have any questions, please let me know.